Hello, friends, and welcome to Hey Mom, Play This. I'm Kimmy Amber, and I play games so that hopefully through my gameplay, you can decide if you want to play the game as well. Welcome to a running series I'm starting for Sky Children of the Light. And this is going to be not a the Sky Children episodes are going to be a playthrough. This particular episode is not a playthrough on my new account, but this is my personal account. And the reason I'm going to record this one is because in editing the first two videos, I realized that I was saying things like, we'll get to that. I'll show you that later. But that may be long in the future. And if you're starting the game now, then you're not going to have half a clue how to interact with those things that you come across in your game. So I'm going to do what I'm calling Constellations, Cosmetics, and Friends. Oh my. I'm going to show you some of the things that are not part of the actual regular playthrough from beginning to end. These are things that have the publisher is called That Game Company. These are things that they've added in for replayability, for variety. So constellations, as you go through the game, you meet ancestral spirits and you relive their memories. You go to the temple and then you get to interact with them to buy some of the cosmetics. Those purchases are with in-game currency. It's not money that you have to spend. This game is free. There's nothing additional you need to pay for in order to play this game 100%. There are in-game purchase things, and we'll talk about that as well. So this is the Constellation Stone that we're standing on. And these are different constellations. These first sections are friendship constellations. And we'll talk about friends and that kind of stuff. And then these are the realm constellations. So we're facing the first realm, which is called Isle of Dawn. And here are the constellations of the constellation, which show the ancestral spirits that are available in that realm. If we click on one of these, this is the first ancestral spirit you meet. It's the pointing candle maker, or at least the first one you meet in my gameplay. I think there's one more you could actually encounter before this one. But this is a friendship tree. So when you first meet him, you get his emote, which is pointing. All right. There are 4 levels to every emote. So that was the initial. There's level 2. Come on. Level 3. And finally, level 4. And these are items. This first one is always free, but all the rest of these items are things that you can pay for in in-game currency, which is up here on the left. We have regular candles, hearts, and ascension candles. Now when you get to this is called a wing buff. It allows you more wings, more wing lights, so that you can get more wings, which are your energy for flying, represented by the cape. So that's end storyline game stuff, and honestly, sorry, you're just going to have to wait till we get to End of Eden for me to explain that, because otherwise I'd have to be in Eden so I can show it to you on screen. But when you buy this one is purchased with ascension candles. And then you can get to these additional things. Now his costume, his clothing, they're called pants. I have not purchased. It's 4 hearts. I have 11 currently. I'm I like capes. So I won't, and a lot of if not almost all the capes are purchased with hearts. So I save my hearts for capes. Eventually I'll buy out of the friendship trees, all of the capes that are available, and then I'll go look at other cosmetics like the pants or the hairstyles. All right, so that's an ancestral spirit ascension friendship tree. Now, there are 3 ancestral spirits that I have met. There are only 3 in Isle of Dawn. I've met all 3 of them. When I complete the friendship trees, so in this one I would have to buy those pants. On this one I would need to buy this hairstyle and the mask. It's kind of masks, hairstyles, hair accessories, capes, and clothing. Those are all things that you will get from ancestral spirits in their friendship trees. On this one, I still have to get the mask and the hair. And then on this one, I have pants that I need to buy, this outfit. So when I have bought all of those things, then this circle will light up. In each realm, you have a constellation with all of the different ancestral spirits that you meet, and every single one of those has a friendship tree. So once you have bought all of the things that are on the friendship trees, then the special in that realm will open up, and that's the elder spirit. It has a what are they called? An ultimate item when you complete their friendship tree as well. I haven't completed any, so I can't help you on that. Let me see if I can find. There's a musical instrument here. I'm trying to find somebody who's got a cape. All right, so here's her purple cape, and it's up here. Now the ascension trees, there are sometimes more than one wing buff. So that helps you with your energy, your flying energy, your cape energy. But above that second wing buff is a cape with some kind of trim. So those are your cosmetics. Those are your elder spirit, your realm constellations, but we also have friend constellations. So on the friend constellations, you have to name your friends. When you first meet them, they don't have a name, so you have to name them. And sometimes you'll actually get the name that they go by online, and sometimes not. This person I met because we were playing with an accessory that shoots fireworks into the sky. So when we became friends, I named this character Fireworks. Andre Tribalman, his costume to me looked like maybe an American Indian tribal type of costume, so that's why I named him that. A lot of people will do I have any? Moth. Moth is what you're called when you first start the game. So I had Moth, I have Moth 2.0, I have Mini Moth. That doesn't tell me a whole lot about where I met them or anything like this. This person I met changing clothes. This person was drowning when I met them. Portuguese this game is all over the world. So there is a translation function within the game. This particular person spoke Portuguese, so that's what I named him or her. This game is very genderless, so if I say him or her, please don't be offended. It's a generic. I met this person in the village. This person was waving to me at Grandma's house. So that's how you would name people. Now, on my very first friendship constellation, these are people that I either actually know, or I have met and become friends through something like other gameplay or Discord for this game where I've gotten a code from them. And having a code or an in real life friend in Sky has an additional benefit that goes with it. Now, with these folks, I can't show you the friendship tree. Maybe I can. Is that what this is? No. Now, what the heck did I do? Why is Panda there by herself? Let's move her back where she belongs. Oh, friends. Go back to friends. What the? I don't know what's going on here. Panda belongs over here. Okay. As you can see, you can adjust the constellations and move them around. Move your friends around. F is the edit button for this. You can also create a new constellation so if that's not what I want, if I hit F and then I choose Mini Moth, it gives me an option to create a new constellation. So when you get more friends in your trees, that's how you accommodate them. You make a new constellation for them. I'm just moving too fast. All right, you see the little lights? This circle means that person is actually online right now. This light means I sent that person something, a gift of some sort, that they have not accepted yet. And then this star field that's outside of Curze 2's light, that means they've sent me something. So if I click on it, then I can accept it, and it's part of a heart. You give somebody part of a heart by lighting their friendship candle. So with F, I light their friendship candle, can pick up the gift of light you sent them in their home. They would go to their Constellation Stone and pick up their little set of lights. So when you light somebody else's candle or they light yours, you get these partial hearts. Eventually it becomes a full heart, and then you can use those to buy things. So that's one way to get that game currency. Now, to add a friend, if you have a way to interact with them in real life, you can create this code, nickname my friend, doesn't really matter, friend, and or random the name, and confirm. It gives me this code. Now I can send that to them in Discord or text or message, however you interact with them in real life. Or you can scan the QR code and send that to them. Either way, then they become your real life friend. Those are one-time codes. You cannot use it for somebody else. And then you can also send an invite this way. Received. No invites received. And you can actually block people if they're just really, there are some people that you have to make them your friend in order to block them, which is really strange. Just unfriend them and they can't talk to you. All right, so that's the constellation and the friend stone. I know that's quick and fast, but it at least gives you an idea how to interact with your friends and the constellations to buy cosmetics. Now, cosmetics, I'm talking about the clothing, the mask, the hair, the capes. As you gain these, this is the wardrobe or the closet. So over here, I have all of the pants, shoes, and outfits, complete outfits that I have earned or purchased with in-game currency. So you can see and then you can try them on here so that you can see the different outfits. Some of them you can, if I have no color, that's what that one looks like. There's a portion in the game where you can earn dye free. It's an event. it's a function. You go and do something and you earn dyes, and then you can go and color these costumes. So it's a tweak that just came out recently. People were asking for more personalization, and this symbol means that you can color it. If it's colored in, that means I actually have colored it. So this is this costume, and this is this costume colored. All right, really cool. Not everything can be colored. Hair really can't be right now. There's a push to have that happen. Here are different masks. I am not as big into masks as I am to capes. So I have the bunny mask, that's my favorite. This was for Chinese New Year, as was this. So you have these, and some of them can be dyed as well. Then you have, well, let's take my mask off here real quick. This is the standard face. I can put a headdress on. There are all kinds of different headdresses. I don't even have close represented here. I don't even have close. If you don't own it, it tells you where you can get it. And then there are, well, let's take that headpiece off. And then there are necklaces. You can see my little bluebird there. There's a bell, a bow. There's also little headdresses that are in this section, I think. Some wings. There's, oh, it might be in the hair section. So let's go over to hair. I want to put my bunny back on. And I want to take this one off. All right, we'll escape to move on to the next one. This is hair and hair accessories. So I'm going to scroll in a little bit so when I turn around you can see stuff. All right, this is the hair I currently have right here. I can earn different hair, buy them with in-game currency, and change my hairstyle. There are all kinds of ones that I don't have. Some will only be available during certain times, and there are some that are in-app purchase items. But most of these you can get with in-game currency. Same with hats and headsets. There was a kind of Mad Hatter Alice in Wonderland event, and so that's where that hat comes from. Let's put my hair back on, the one I like. Is it this one we're wearing right now? It'll work. All right. Then we have I'm going to skip the capes and come back. Accessories. These are carryable items. Like right now I have this little stone on my back. I could come over here and I press R to get into my emote menu. If you want to understand about emotes, watch episode 2, 1 and 2. You can see it in 1, but where I meet an ancestral spirit for the first time and I explain emotes. Here's some of the dyes that I have. But what I am looking for on these are emotes I've used recently. This is what I'm carrying on my back. So I can take it and put it down. And then I light the candles, and I have a little candlelit stone. There are all kinds of different, that's the wrong button. I hit escape a lot to get out of things, and that's not always the way to get out of these, some of the game menus, not just here, but other games as well. All right, so there's all kinds of different carryables. Musical instruments. You can play these instruments. There's music sheets that you can do. There are events that are wrapped around music. So you can actually play these instruments. These are just things that you can put places. This is a teacup you can sit in, a chandelier, a tent you can put down and crawl into. And then there are wall decorations and stuffed animals. Those are part of something called the nesting. I'm not going to go into. It's a very detailed description. I will get to it in my playthrough, so keep an eye out for that. So those are your carryables. There's lots and lots and lots of those. I haven't seen some of them, and that's the reason my menu is very small. But here we have my favorite part of the closet. These are capes. So you see the cape that I'm wearing. I'm scrolled in. There we go. See the cape that I'm wearing? These capes have multiple styles that you can choose from. So the standard cape looks like this. Let me get rid of my stone here real quick for a minute so you can see the whole cape. All right. If I turn around. The cape has these stars on the back. This tells you how much wing light right above my head. You see that yellow fan? Those are the wings of my cape, and that's my energy for flying. I personally have 11 wings on my cape. The stars are 5 down. Then there's the border. That's another 5. And then there's the little star pieces. That's my 11th. The most you can get right now is 12. You'll have to watch some of the videos to understand how you get those and how they work. But let's look at my closet of capes. I have most of these. Some of them I have not received yet. This one is a in-app purchase item. But look how cute that is. The wave coat. There's an event going on right now that I'll go and look at. It's called Days of Nature. It's a limited run. I think it's about 3 weeks. And it's geared toward understanding ocean conservation. The purchase items are a fundraiser for an organization called the Ocean Cleanup. They get 50% of all the things that are sold in the money store. It's called a premium shop or something to that effect. We'll look at it in a second. But look at this. It's a turtle. I mean, how cute is that, right? But there are the standard capes that you can get from the different, let me see if I can, there we go, from the different constellations. And I showed you there's that purple one that we saw. The one above the second wing buff has the fringe at the bottom. So there are a couple of those. That there's a standard cape, and then there's ones with additional capes. There are events. An event is a short-term run of some additional play activity. They happen every couple of months, I think. I think they're on for 3 weeks. They're off for 3 to 6 weeks. I honestly haven't tracked it, so I'm not certain. But the current one is Days of Nature. The next one will be called Days of Color, which is also another fundraiser, and the money for that one goes to the Trevor Project. That one is coming up, I think, in July. The different capes. All right, so this is a colorable cape. This is what it looks like by itself. This is what I have colored it to. Oh, we've got some kind of glare there. It's really bright apparently out here. All right, but there's all kinds of different capes. We've got some furry ones, some that are a little more festive, some that are more brocade and detailed. This one looks like a little bird. Here's a newer one. It's a little tail. But I, I love capes. I will do almost anything to get a cape. So here's some wings. This is a one that was from Chinese New Year that I've colored a couple of ways. Another one. I will do almost anything to earn a cape. I'm a cape hound. It's sad. This is my way of earning achievements is capes. I will never have all of them because they keep coming out with new ones. This is, I told you we have events that are a couple of weeks. They also have seasons. We are in the 25th season. Remember, this game started in 2019, so 6 years in, 1 year as official full game release. There have been 25 events. Events usually run about 6 or 7 weeks. This current one is called the Season of the Bluebird, as you see at the bottom there. It's running 77 days from, I put the dates down, April 21st to July 6th. So we're kind of just about in the middle of it. Beginning of third, I guess, of it. This isn't what is known as an ultimate cape. Remember I told you that Elder Spirits will have ultimate items? Well, the seasons have ultimate items as well. And this is the ultimate cape for the Bluebirds. Unfortunately, I don't own it yet, so I can't actually show it to you in all its glory. But let me see, I'm going to do this. I'm going to change my stance. You can stand different ways. What I want is not on here. So what happens if we do that stance? Let me find one that might give us a good view of the inside of that cape. No, not really. That one might work. Okay, so then we're going to back out of this menu and we're going to go back to that Bluebird cape. Season of the Bluebird. I started it in started looking at or participating in it on these videos in episode 2. So you can go and look at that. But here's this cape. Look at the wings. There are feathers inside of this cape. I am so looking forward to having this. Now I have seen videos from people who are in beta who have shown us some of these before the season went live for the rest of us. When you fly, some of those feathers fall off, and every time you flap, you get a feather effect. I'm so looking forward to this cape. I know, it's sad. So those are my capes. I'm currently, what was I wearing currently? We don't remember. So let's just put something different on. What shall we put on? Well, let's put this one. But that clothing doesn't really, well, actually it kind of does. The pink on this outfit goes with my pink cape. So there's cosmetics. We did Constellations, cosmetics. We talked about friends. Since we're talking about cosmetics, let's go look at the store. If we escape, it goes to our menu. And then we're going to go to the premium shop. These are things you can pay for with money. We'll discuss those in just a second. You can buy extra in-game currency. In this case, for $20, you buy 16, they'll give you 15 additional, and you get a mask. This particular cape is associated with the event that is going on, but it's available in the premium store. There's another little store with the event, and we'll go to that has additional capes. This is $24.99 for the cape and the boots. And then we've got another cape over here and some more candles. This, we're in Season of the Bluebird. This is a pass for the season. I'll show you the friendship trees with the season folks, and you'll see that there are 2 branches off of the trees. One are things that you can purchase with in-game currency, and the other is the season pass branches. Those are free items. A lot of them are cosmetic. I think there might be some spells. They're mostly cosmetic, if I remember right. And those are just free things that you can get for having bought the season pass. A season passes come in two forms. You can buy one, or you can buy one in a friendship pack. You get yours and two additional to give away. I love it. These candles are associated with the season. See how the bluebird is on there? And you use those to purchase things in season. So let's go look at the season, folks. Now, you know what? Let's go look at the event people first. So in home here, you will occasionally have these adult size ancestral type folks. This one is the guide for the event, and they will teleport you to the event. Now, like I said, this is Days of Nature, and it's associated, or it's raising awareness of ocean pollution. Here is this little, wow, oh, we got picked up by a manta. Let's go fly back to our friends. Where's the top of the mountain? It's dark. There's the top of the mountain. What's going on over there is an in-game event thing that happens every single day or every couple of days. I'm not going to do that in this episode because that's not the focus of this episode. We'll do it in one of the playthrough episodes. This box is available in all events, days of events, and these are all spells. So they're free. You just come in here and click them out, and with these spells you can try on the different cosmetics that are available within this event. So there's that seafoam cape, the one with the conservation symbol on it, and there's the turtle, so I can wear that for a short period of time. Spells last anywhere from 10 minutes to half an hour. There are some others that go a little bit longer, but those you access in the R menu over here on the bag. So here are these spells. Now if I wanted to wear that, excuse me, that turtle cape, I've got a lot of spells that I haven't used. Where's my turtle cape? There should be a turtle cape. There's the turtle cape. If I want to wear the turtle cape, then I hit the spell, and for the next 30 minutes, me and anybody that's holding my hand at the time, you can hold hands with your friends, can wear the cape. So I do a little bit of magic, and then my cape turns into, hello, there we go, the turtle. I'm sorry, I just think it's super cute. Now this is the event store, and this is where you can buy the turtle cape, the waves cape, the conservation cape. There are a couple of other, there's a specific hairstyle. You can purchase that for $6.99 for the next 7 days, because the event only runs for another 7 days. But you can buy additional candles as well. So this is the Days of shop, as opposed to the premium shop that we get to from our menu. Now our event guide also has a friendship tree. Some of these items are purchasable with these tickets, which is an in-game currency that you get for participating in the event. Other things on the friendship tree are purchasable with hearts or in-game candles, or white candles. I have this cape, which is the one that she's wearing, and I'll swing it around here in a second so you can see it. I told you I'm capes, I went directly there. This cape cost me 70 game candles, so you have to kind of work for them a little bit. You gain candles every single day that you play, so it's not inconceivable to get your candles so that you can buy whatever accessories that you want, but you can't always buy all of them. I have 49 candles right now. I could buy this 36, but then I wouldn't be able to buy much of anything else from any other friendship tree. Now here is her cape, which you actually can't, you don't get the same effect. So let's go in here and we'll turn this cape off. Yes, we're going to cancel that spell. And we're going to move over here a little way so we can see We're gonna go find that cape. There's the wave cape. That's not what I'm looking for though. I am looking for... Boy, I have a lot of spells. There it is. All right, we're gonna put this one on and wear it so you can see it, how it looks like on your character. So that one's a little easier to see. It's kind of waves, it's a little see-through, it's green, like the deep ocean, green and blue. So that's the cape that was on that friendship tree. Now, the event itself, I have to look around and find out where it is. There is that creature that's flying over there. It's called an elder manta. And see, we get to fly. I love flying. I'm not very good at it, but I love to do it. My family and friends laugh at me because I'm not a very proficient flyer. You can soar down, you can soar up, you can move side to side. Now this is the event area, and we're going to get down here and you'll see the ocean is polluted. Might be a little hard. Wow! There is a meanie in the ocean who grabs you and fights you and let me go. And he throws us away. Come on, there we go. It's a horrible, evil monster in the polluted ocean. I wasn't planning to show that to you, so that's kind of a surprise for me. All right, you see the pollution that's in the ocean there, those black spots. And then there's a manta who's stuck in the ocean. We're going to come over here and we're going to release them from the muck. We're going to take some of that to ourselves. On the yellow energy bar up there, you see now there's a black bar underneath. If it got completely black, then I would start to lose energy. But you burn off the impurities in the fire, or if you went over to a geyser. There's lots of geysers on this island here. This is called Sanctuary Island. All right, we're going to come down here and we're going to release this one. And if you watch, he's got me again. He snuck up on me. I was looking for the little things on his head and they weren't there. I didn't see them. All right, so hopefully he won't be in the same spot again. We're going to release this one. And when we do, watch for the blue balls above my head. That's event light. See how I've gone all, my character has gone all dark and gloomy, and around me has all gone dark and gloomy. Kind of hard with the red. The red is an event called Shards, and it's another way to gain in-game currency, specifically Ascension candles. But it's also a way to earn some more wing light energy. Come on. There we go. There's our symbol. So when I get all of these lights from this manta, come on. There we go. Oh, let's get out of the... Oh, he got me again. At the bottom it says, all event ticket light collected today. You can get 5 a day. So right now you see in the upper left my tickets are pulsing, and it's got a little red dot. That means that I can forge or collect new tickets. So when I hit, for me it's F4, for some people it's R. You can keybind that. Now I'm going to have 36. So I could go up if there's something that the event guide has that's worth 36 tickets or less, then I can purchase those. So we're going to go over here. There are several ways to get rid of the pollution, like I said, the fire, the geyser, or if you just go back to home, the portals, it will refresh your light and get rid of that pollution. So that's an event. Like I said, they run a couple of weeks at a time. They're 4-6 weeks in between them. And then we have our season. So this is our season guide, and she will also, here's the friendship tree. Now, these are the items that you get as you go along. This is this particular necklace is a season pass holder item. So this line, you have to have the season pass in order to get these things. You also, for this one, have to have 2 event hearts. I only have 1. I can buy these things with regular hearts, and I'll go up until I reach this tree, which is the ultimate gift for the event. We're going to go, she will take us to the event. We're going to go to the event staging area. And because these events are very short-lived, even though 77 days is short-lived, they're available to everybody, and that's why these guides have let me teleport you there, because by episode 2 in the videos of Sky, by the end of that, I haven't reached the area yet where this is actually being staged. So it doesn't do me any good if I'm a new player to participate in this if I can't get to the area where it's staged. So we have those teleports. If you want to see how this works, start at the end of episode 2, and I will do a little bit each time that it's available when I have time. So here are some more elders, and they each have their own friendship trees. Remember, if the symbol is there, it's a season pass item. So if you don't have the season pass, you're only going up this tree. You wouldn't be able to get his cape, and his cape is pretty cool, actually, I think. We'll go around behind him. That's his cape. Sorry, I didn't mean to beep at you. And then each one of them has something. She had a bow, she has a hat, there's some clothing. Each of them also have a friendship tree. These are purchased, let's go to this one over here. Nope, I've already done her. So we'll go to the one next to him. These items are purchased with in-game candles. There are 4 available every single day from quests that you complete in association with this event. And I'll show you that when we go back to the home area. There is also another one that you can get from the 4 candles that are in the realm where the season event is for that day. So I'm going to show you that real quick so that you'll understand what I'm talking about. But a lot of the things on this tree, the central part of the tree, you purchase with these in-game event season candles. Event tickets, season candles, regular candles, ascension candles. You can understand why I get a little confused and a little tongue-tied. The guide also has their friendship tree, as I said. Every 2 weeks of the event, you will get a new quest line. The quest line will send you to one of these family members back here. They're trying to find a way to cheer up this despondent child. And these are all family members. I have done the first quest with this one and the second quest with her, which is the current active quest. There will be another one, I believe Monday is the new one, but it's every 2 weeks during the season on Monday. You can wait until the very end of the entire season and do it then. There's no restriction. I didn't see this. What is this back here? This might be an end season interaction. I hadn't seen that before. So that is the season event staging area. If you want to see one of the quests, like I said, start with episode 2 on here at the very end, particularly if you already play Sky and haven't started the season, or are new and didn't start the season because you didn't understand it. Go to the end of my episode 2 and you'll see at at least the first section playthrough. We're going back to the portals again, and I'm going to show you where the event, the season, season events, seasons, it all kind of runs together a little bit. All right, where this event or season guide is, that's where the event, the season candles and the season quests are. In this section of home, that little statue with the F exclamation point, if it's got the dot, that means I haven't accepted the quests yet. So if I F, up here over on the left, those are the 4 quests that will give me the 4 candles that I can earn today. So when I go into the realm, I will look for those specific events to do the quest. If you have the season pass, you get a free candle every single day. Instead of getting 5, you now get 6 every day. And then we're going to go into, this area is called the Golden Wasteland, and it's kind of a scary area, particularly when you're new and you don't have a whole lot of wing energy. I hated this space for so long, and I'm still sometimes not real thrilled with it. I'm not going to talk about the realm itself. I'm just going to show you the candles, and I'll probably see if I can find one of the quests to show you that real quick. Every realm has multiple sections. I call this one the landing zone. But they all have actual names, but I'm not sure what this one is. So over there, that yellow space, that's the yellow candle for our season. If it's not lit, you will have to light it. What I like this is Season of the Bluebird, and oh, I got too close. You go past it and you get the light, and next time I do one, look at the candle that's up there on the left. The yellow candle slowly fills with the light. Where's my next candle? Up there. All right, it'll slowly fill with light until you have a complete candle that you can forge. See the blue flame on that for the Bluebird? All right, so collect those, and now my candle fills up a little bit more. There's another one over there, and the 4th one is behind this building. Whoops, get up there. All right, so here's number 3. Like I said, there are 4 of them in the realm for the season. 4 per day to give you a candle. And now let's look at the knock over 5 dark creature crabs, send a gift to a friend, relieve a spirit's memories in Golden Wasteland, and meet up with the bumbling bosun in Treasure Reef. So we want to knock over some crabs. These are dark crabs over here. You'll have to watch a playthrough to understand. But if I do a deep call on these, oops, he knocked me up. Then it knocks them over, and they lay down on their heads. And now on the left, you see I've got a completed circle. So that one I have completed. I'm going to jump. Something that's really cute is that if they've been knocked over, another crab will come along and set them back up. Watch this one right in the center of the screen, I think. Oop, knocked me over. Come on, somebody pick up a crab. There we go, right in the middle of the screen. He's gonna flip the crab back over. You're gonna flip the crab back over, aren't you? Okay, there in the middle of the screen. There he goes. All right, we're gonna go back to the portal, because that's the idea, is that you finish the quest, you collect the candlelight from the candles to get 1 candle, and then you finish the quest, and each of those quests give you another candle so that you can get the 5 candles that you're allotted for day, or 6 if you have the season pass. So then here comes the candle for that quest that I completed. And then I would, just like the event tickets that we saw before, minus that to F4, And now I actually forged that additional candle that I have. So I now have 53 event candles. So that's the event. That's how you, or the season, that's how you get, that stone is how you get them when you're at this particular realm portal home. But if you go to Aviary Village, which is an additional starting zone, you can choose to be at either one of them. The way you get your quests here is to go talk to some elders. So we're going to fly over here for a minute. And they're over here having coffee or tea. They're having a snack. But you come up to them and they have, normally they will have a exclamation point above their head. Once you accept the quest, then they'll have a question mark and they're saying, oh, hey, have you done my quest yet? If you have, then they would give you your candle. So constellations, cosmetics, friends, events, and seasons. Now, I told you there were 25 events since Sky started. Once an event is over, the cosmetics that were available in the event, in almost every situation, there are exceptions, but in almost every situation, an event or season, when it's over, you can't get those cosmetics again. But they realized that some people would like to be able to collect things that they didn't have because they didn't play the first 5 years or they missed that because they were on vacation. Whatever the reason is, they didn't get it. They like it, like this cape. And so Sky put in these traveling spirits. This spirit was from, I do not remember the name of the season, but he was a season spirit. It was a season spirit that you could go up those friendship trees and earn that cape. You couldn't get it until traveling spirits. Traveling spirits happen every 2 weeks, beginning on Thursday and ending the same Sunday. So you only have 4 days to do this. The cape, of course, for this case was up here, but there's hair, there's music sheets, there are the emotes, and the headset that he's wearing. An additional heart that you can purchase with 3 candles, which are easier to get than hearts. So this is this friendship tree. Now this traveling spirit is only here from Thursday to Sunday, so I'm actually recording on Sunday. This is the last day they're here, so down in the left it says 10 hours left. Server reset time is 2 a.m. your local time. And so at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, this spirit will no longer be here. We won't see another one for 2 Thursdays after. And they won't come back anytime soon, because with 25 seasons, and you see in the current season, there were 5 characters that you could progress friendship trees with. So there are a lot in every single season, and they randomly come back, but they're not going to come back. The Bluebird ones won't come back anytime soon, because there's 24 other seasons worth of traveling spirits. And then there again is the guide to the Days of Nature event. I'm going to collect candle wax, candle light while I go through here. Already got those. And then those are our season quest givers in Aviary Village. And then there is our season guide. So that's how you get into seasons in this section. I'm just going to show you the which I already did once, the huge amount of emotes. There are 38 or 39 ancestral spirits in the game, and so they all have an emote. So here are all of the emotes that you can get, plus a traveling spirit has an emote. So obviously I have more than 39. Some of the season spirits will also have emotes. The event spirits will have emotes, so there's a lot of them. And you do have a hotkey wheel, Let's see. Yeah, that you can actually set this up so that it is the R for edit. Now I can go in here and pick any one of the emotes that I have, and I'll put it in the hotkey 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. All right, so here are some of the ones that I have on my hotkeys. The standard is the candle, and then bow. This is a very common thing to do with other players. In case you haven't ever seen Sky and you haven't watched any of the other episodes yet, Sky is a massive multiplayer online game, so an MMO. In order to get more people to be able to play in the same server, in the same area, they don't do a lot of the graphics. So I don't see these people except as just a generic. It's really, really interesting the way that game company put Sky together so that they could put more and more people in and let them play without there being graphics lag issues. I'm wondering, when I say massive multiplayer, Sky has a, you know what, I can't get through that way, but I can get through this way. They have a world record for the most players in one space in any game. Now you see here, they're just kind of dark silhouettes, but there are some events and some spaces. One of them will happen in June. That's the one that they actually will recur in June. It's the one they actually got the world record for. But in order to get as many people in as you can, they have those silhouette kids in the regular game. But they even back the graphics up one step more to get even more in a single space. And they do this way. Whoops, every one of those figures is a real player. So right now there aren't a whole lot of them in here, but this room will hold a ton of people. The stadium that in the game stadium that they did the world record, I believe there were 20,000 people in the same space. There's one of the instruments that you can play. This one's always here. Oh, well, I wanted to go look at the instrument. You can play that piano. But they did everything they could to make this a game you could play with lots and lots of people. They didn't have to spend a whole lot of money for additional servers and additional graphics within their own engines, and to minimize lag for us. Okay, so let's see what else. Let's see. Oh, Curze is my friend. Hi, Curze. I'm recording right now. In this case, I can talk to Curze because he is on my, I actually know him, friends. You help me go to the friendship tree. See, Curze is over there changing costumes. Sure. All right. So if I get close to Curze, then that F is above his head, and that star means he's my friend. I also saw his name, so that's how I know he's my friend. So here I would name him. Here's where I would ban him, unfriend him. This is where I would ban him. I can hold his hands. I can high five him. And I can give him a heart because he's my friend. Now in this case, I'm giving him a full heart. And I've sent a gift to a friend, which was a quest for me for today, so I've completed that. Now I can. He's bowed to me as a thank you. I got the hug emote with him. Oh, he's going to give me one too. Aren't you sweet? Now, I'm going to do this real quick. My kiss is on 7. I'm going to kiss him. Give kisses. And then, I know, I'm silly. And then I want a hug. Give me a hug. Now, because he's my friend at this point, and he doesn't have to be somebody I know in real life, I could have friended him in game. Then I can buy the right to talk to him in the game, to chat with him. There is no spoken dialogue on here. If you want to talk to them in real life, you got to go to a Discord channel or something similar. Thank you so much. So if you want to actually talk to the person, but if you're in your friend constellation, we'll let he's talking to us. See the dots above his head? Anytime. Curze is wonderful. I actually met him through Discord. There's a Discord channel for Sky, and I met him through that. We were talking about stuff, and we friended ourselves that way. He's in my first friends. So Curze is an actual friend. He sent me one of those codes. Folks that are on these channels, I met in-game, and I gave them just generic names that we were talking about before. So you can increase on the friendship tree that way, but you don't have to. Ooh, will you become our... There we go. See, now I can see this person in... They've got the new cape on, they've got the hair, they're lighting candles in their constellation, but now I can see them in their color, in their cosmetics. All right, and where are we at? Oh, I'm actually over time, so I'm going to go ahead and close it out at this point. Thank you for watching. This has been Hey Mom, Play This, Sky Edition for game mechanics, constellations, cosmetics, and friends. Oh my! I'm Kimmy Amber. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy Sky as a game. If what I showed you was helpful to you or you like it, just hit the like button. If you're interested in finding out when things are posted, new things are posted on my channel, hit subscribe and you'll get that notification. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Kisses to you all and a bow, and we will see you in the next one.